What's up, guys? Mamo Mike here. Boundaries. What is it and why is it important? Definition I just looked up real quick that I like. Personal boundaries are the physical, emotional, and mental limits we establish to protect ourselves from being manipulated, used, or violated by others. They allow us to separate who we are and what we think and feel from the thoughts and feelings of others. Their presence helps us to express ourselves as the unique individuals we are while acknowledging the same in others. So at the heart of a lot of people who have issues with boundaries is they've been programmed to put others before themselves. And that's related to a lot of approval seeking and a lot of programming, perhaps in childhood, where we were violated or we didn't allow ourselves to be or feel who we are. And so some of the things you got to look at is I say it over and over again, is the self-love, right? So if you're not used to putting yourself first, I understand it can be very challenging to put yourself first. And so you get into a habit where you're constantly trying to please others. And in doing so, you abandon yourself. So some of the things you look at, for example, physical, that's a pretty straightforward one, right? Don't let people touch you. Don't let people hurt you physically in any way. And if they do, and you make excuses for why you allow them to, then that's something you got to look at. And same goes for mental and emotional, right? If people abuse you verbally or emotionally or make you feel bad in a way that you don't want and you tolerate it, then you got to ask yourself, why do you tolerate it? And perhaps you have judgments or beliefs that other people have to do that, or for a lot of people, it's maybe you had parents that would only give you love if you go by whatever they tell you, and if you don't, then you get punished for it. And so you sort of trained yourself to please others and put others' needs before your own. And so that's really a huge problem. And you see that also with people who are doing careers or jobs that they don't like, and maybe they justify it because, that's what my parents want me to do. They want me to become a lawyer, so I'm going to become a lawyer even though I hate it. Or you do jobs or activities that you don't want to do, and maybe you justify it because you think you need the money, or this is the only way you can get friends. And so, maybe you even date people that you don't want to date, but you feel like socially you need to do that to be acceptable. And so there's all these levels of how we abandon ourselves or abandon our own desires. And so part of being more self-loving is about establishing that boundary, right? Whatever that limit is, or whatever that parameter is that you decide that this is what I accept. These are the activities I accept. This is the way I accept to be treated. And if somebody crosses that boundary or that line, then you got to do something, right? So you got to learn how to say no. You got to learn how to say, look, this is not what I want to do. I want to do this, and I don't want to do something that goes against my own desires. And so that's pretty much all it is. And I know that seems kind of complicated for people who are not used to, if you're one of those people who are not accustomed to putting your own needs first, it can be challenging. But understand that ultimately that's all it is. It's doing what feels good to me. If it doesn't feel good, then I got to say, look, I can't do that because it's not right for me. All right, so hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, comments, leave it below, all right? Thanks for watching.